I created a free outlier keyword tool for YouTube, and it was actually very simple. Now, an outlier tool, you may know you can pay $50 per month to use a tool like this on a fancy platform. Those are probably awesome tools, but you may not have $50 per month. So you can do this instead. All you have to do is go to ChatGPT and enter something like, hey, how do I find an outlier video on YouTube that I can use for inspiration? By outlier, I mean videos that get way more views than there are subscribers for that channel. That's what those other fancy, expensive keyword tools do. Well, the preview version gave me lots of different ways to do that, but I was interested in this one, utilizing the YouTube API, which is free, and using some Python code. Don't worry, you don't have to know how to code. ChatGPT will do that for you. I said, can you write me a simple code that I can use on a free platform like Google Colab to do the YouTube API thing? That's how tech savvy I am. And so I just copy and pasted what ChatGPT had already said. I thought I'd jump in to show you how to get your YouTube API key. So you go to the Google Cloud, down to the API services. Once that opens, you go to credentials, hit credentials, and then you want to go create a credential and hit your API key, which will give you your YouTube API key. Again, it's all free. Make sure that you copy it because you won't see it again. So make sure you copy it when it's presented to you and keep it private. That's how you get your YouTube API key that you then plug into the code. This was all very simple. This is exactly what I did. Step two, according to ChatGPT, and this worked beautifully, is to set up the Python script in Google Colab. So it goes through all these instructions. You don't have to know any of that, to be honest. But if you wanted to, you can slow this video down. I went and tested that code. It worked great. I only wanted to scrape YouTube video data from videos that had sort of gone viral, or at least outlier videos, in the last 30 days. It was giving me things from like 5 years ago, which is cool. But I want to know what is popping off now. And so I said, just for the last 30 days. And I wanted only channels with subscriber counts less than 10,000, because I'm looking for relatively smaller YouTube channels that are getting lots more views than they have subscribers. So that's what I was interested in. And you can put in any kind of keyword you want, whether that's gardening or writing, gaming, or a just any keyword. And this will find those outlier video ideas for you. I find it very, very interesting. So let me show you how you do it. Let's scroll all the way down here where I ask for the whole code. Eventually, I said, hey, can you just give me all this code in one code block so that I can copy and paste it? And of course, ChatGPT did that right here. And all you have to do is copy this code, and then you replace this little section with your actual YouTube API. And then you would scroll down here, and where it says your keyword here, you would put in whatever your keyword is. For me, it was writing, and it can be any other word that you want to search YouTube for. Guess I'll copy that and put it into the video description. So look for that. This next code is where you can download all of this information into an Excel spreadsheet that you'll need to clean up a little bit. You just have to expand the columns, because all the information will be jam packed together in each column. So you expand the columns. Somebody that doesn't know very much about Excel, like myself, was able to do that. So this code is going to download all the information that you scraped from YouTube into an Excel file. That way you can see it to do whatever you want with it. You're going to have to replace this part of the code with your actual API key. And I explained how to get that earlier. It's super simple. Then you have to change your keyword here to your actual keyword. Let me show you how that looks. This is in Google Lab, where you can write Python code and run it without having to download anything to your desktop, your computer, your laptop. This all happens on the cloud through Google. You just copy and paste the code in here. I left this here because I don't want to show you my API key, but this is where you would put your API key and find where the keyword is. Let's see, did I pass it already? Maybe. Okay, let's go back up. Let's find where I put it. Here you go. You would put your keyword here. Again, it can be anything. It can be writing, it can be gaming, It can be just something that would have to do with the topic. You could do second moon. These are all things that are popular right now. You could do like the hurricane. So anyway, your keyword here. And then I have it calculating from 30 days ago. You can change that to something else, longer, shorter. And I had the subscriber count, which is down here, where you could adjust that as well if you wanted to. And if you don't know how to do any of this coding, you could copy and paste this into ChatGPT or probably most other AI tools and get a tweaked version of this. I ran this already, and here are some of my results. This part you copy and paste in. See, if you hover over in between these sections, it'll say, hey, you want to run some more code? Let's see if it'll do it again here. There you go. So I don't want to run any right now, but you run this to take this information and download all of it into an Excel spreadsheet, convert this into an interactive table. So there's a couple things you can do right here in Google Colab. So let's show you. Here it is in Excel. And I did bold this up here. I went to view and I did freeze frame, the top row. All this stuff was smooshed together. So you just hover over this section and you grab and you can make it bigger or smaller. Because when I first got here, it was like that. And you can't really see it. So you just spread it out so that you can see everything. You can get the video ID, the video title. It can really show you like how to write an irredeemable villain. That might be a cool one. There's only 8,000 subscribers and they got like 97,000 views. That's really good. You know how good of an outlier video or big of an outlier video it is. So make sure that you check that out. You can find some interesting outlier videos. I want books to torture me, cursive writing, 3 ways to write the letter. There's a lot about handwriting. That's not what I would do. But you can say, improve your writing. You can find some interesting things down here. I think this pulls like 500 videos. You can change that too, because you're only going to be able to run this code so many times because of the YouTube API. So you probably don't want to run it more than once a day, maybe once a week, but that's how you can find your videos in a wholly free version other than ChatGPT. Now that you have the code, you can run this free version of ChatGPT, tweak the code or find a better code for exactly what you want to do. English speaking practice, why I read before I write. That might be interesting to do. This isn't a perfect process. It does take a few steps. On the plus side, it is free. It can give you some ideas for YouTube videos and you can keywords for other content you might create for social media or a blog post. Anyway, I was excited to create this. I was excited to share it. I hope you find it helpful. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.